I'm Lotty from Metal Temple. I'm at the Talking Heads with Mikko from the Von Hertzen brothers.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. And a bit more of a, not quite as, or not as say, what should we say, a classy?
Yeah, this is more like what it usually is, you know?
Yeah.
Like Backstage is a little bit moldy.
A
you know? But the good thing, the good thing is that we do have beer.
We have beer. We have beer.
So we're okay. I mean, this is actually first time for me too here in Southampton. You mentioned that this is. Do you come here often?
I haven't been to this venue for a little while, but
Right.
I do go to venues around the scene.
Okay. Anyway, this is the first time for us here.
Yeah.
And so I mean, you never know what to expect, you know.
No.
If somebody books you in somewhere you never heard of. I mean, yeah, we heard of Southampton, but you know, no idea, you know, what kind of place.
Of course, yeah.
So
first impressions?
well, the room sounds good.
Yeah.
And yeah,
So
it really does. And they have a good PA system and all that. And so, you know, our front of house guy asked me after the sound check that, how do you like it? I said, fine. I mean, I'm okay.
Brilliant.
There's no problems here.
Awesome. Well, I was coming through the venue when I was arriving, and it's good. I could say
it sounds good. It's like, you know, it's padded in a way that, you know, like, you don't have much echo, that mushy thing that you sometimes, you know, have to deal with.
It is a good sound system here.
Yeah.
I haven't, it's only because this venue's a bit more out of the way than maybe some of the others. That's probably why. But hopefully that shouldn't affect tonight.
I hope so. Yeah.
No, but so this sort of venue size as well. Is it? Have you played a? Because I suppose if you're one of Finland's biggest bands, have you played?
Yeah, I mean, back in Finland, of course, it depends on the city because we do kind of extensive tours there.
Yeah.
So whether it's a town or a city with some kind of like student activity, you know, that really makes a difference. If there's like a university or something, usually there are bigger places there. But we tend to also like choose every tour a few places that we never went to.
Okay.
And also, you know, and then it's kind of like days that you don't know what to expect. But and smaller venues, maybe not as small as this, but you know, still kind of. You know, not big, not big,
but then not small.
But
I don't know.
It looks like one of the kind of like middle range, you know, cool clubs that has a history, you know, long history. So you know, I don't mind touring those.
The little venues, they're kind of more intimate.
Yeah, and also, you know, let's face the facts. We are not big in Southampton, you know. So it's, I think it's a proper size venue for us. Here,
no, absolutely.
So I'm not, you know. Of course, it would be nice to play the Southampton O2 Arena, but I don't think we're there yet.
Actually, I don't think we have an arena in South.
Maybe not.
I think St Mary's Stadium, if you count that, but that's a football stadium. We could play that.
Oh, we could.
Be the football match. Well, I don't know if Saints are looking for a band to play or. Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's good to start from somewhere.
Absolutely.
This is the first time here, and
it's a nice.
We're happy.
It's kind of like a nice vibe here as well.
It is. So. It's kind of like it's a rock venue, proper rock venue.
Absolutely. This is like one of the first venues I went to when I was a teenager to for the smaller gigs. Yeah.
So you're from this area, but how far from here are you from?
About 15 minutes from here.
Oh, so that's close.
Yeah, like 15-minute drive.
This is your kind of home venue then.
This is kind of like it's kind of like that and the
This is where you grew up, listening to rock and metal. Yeah,
well, it's mainly like metalcore because my friend's band were in a metalcore band. But no, I really like these kind of venues.
So this Backstage is very familiar for you. Right?
Yeah, actually, this is my second time up here.
Only?
Yeah, only.
That means you're not a groupie. No. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
No, I'm not going to class myself. Well, I'm not saying groupie's necessarily a bad thing, but I'm not quite.
I know what you mean.
I'm not quite there.
You're not like the first one to try to get into the Backstage.
No, I'm sure there's some of that about.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened with you guys?
Well, are people trying to get back to the old? Oh,
yeah. Fair play.
Especially when we were younger. maybe not so much anymore.
No, fair enough. You still got it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
So you've had a really busy summer, from what I see.
Mm-hmm.
Like appearances at Download.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
any highlights of the summer? I mean, of course, there's got to be quite a few.
Well, of course. I mean, it's always really cool to tour with the new stuff.
Yeah.
And play the first time for the
Yeah,
big
of course.
audiences, and to have that response from not only your own fans but also like the kind of like the public, which
Yeah.
is not like really following what you're up to, but kind of
Yeah.
like the name is familiar and they want to check you out.
Of course, yeah.
So that's always like a really I like the vibe, that
Yeah.
there's a little bit of a challenge that you have to
Yeah.
turn these people to kind of like get it.
Yes.
And so summer was good. We played quite a bit of gigs,
Yeah.
and now we only have like this short UK leg, and
Yeah.
then few more gigs, and then we're going to take a little bit of a break.
Okay.
Yeah, so it kind of feels good to take a little bit of time off also.
Yes.
Because we've been working like continuously
Yeah.
ever since the album came out, and not only
That
that,
was like-
even before. Like,
Yeah.
it's been like a
It's nice to have a little, not a One Direction break.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is actually like honestly like my first proper more than a 3-week break
Wow.
since like maybe 2 years.
Jeez.
So I haven't had a holiday.
No way.
And it's not going to be a holiday for me, but it's still like, we are not going to see each other every single day.
Ah.
So it's good.
Oh, fair. Have you got anything kind of planned for?
Yeah, well, my plan is to watch HBO and Netflix and unwind a little bit and
That'd be
trying to
nice.
figure out, what kind of, what's the direction, because of course we are not at the end of this cycle of New Day Rising yet. We're still going
course.
to do European tours
Yeah,
and
okay.
stuff. But still, I feel like I haven't been able to think of the future at all yet.
No,
So
okay.
I need some space, to kind of like ground myself and just think that, okay, what do I want to do next, and what's the
Yeah.
kind of, what do I want to write about and all that stuff.
Yeah. So when you say like unwind with Netflix, are there any kind of shows you like to watch? Any favourites?
I'm really bad because I don't have Netflix. I
Oh,
don't
you
have
don't?
I don't have HBO. I don't even have Spotify because I have no time to
Oh, right. When you said
just like
you'd unwind
amuse
with
myself
Netflix.
with anything these days.
Fair
and
enough.
now, every time people talk about the new series on HBO and Netflix, I try to write down them. Okay, I have to remember that because
Yeah.
the time will come that I have time to
Oh.
watch this, and then. Looking at my notes, I can't find them anywhere. So I think what I have to do is like in few weeks,
Yeah.
I'm just going to post on my Facebook. Okay, bring it on. I want to know what's the really like. Let's start from the very best,
Yeah.
and then maybe I have time. I tried to watch one thing in Canada when we're recording the new album.
Yeah.
The other guys left back to Finland, and I stayed there for the mixing. And
Yeah.
the place I rented, they had Netflix as a monthly
Okay,
thing.
right.
So I started watching House of Cards.
Okay.
And I think I got to season 1, episode 1.5, maybe. And that was it. So I just like, I dropped
Yeah.
the ball. I couldn't concentrate.
play. I find if I get anything like that, I won't leave the
Can
house.
you recommend me something?
Will I recommend something? Sons of Anarchy is a good series.
Okay. Sounds familiar. Yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah.
About vigilante bikers. And you do look a little bit like their main character.
Really?
A little bit. That's a compliment.
Yeah, he must be handsome.
And so how's the tour going so far? Like this leg of the tour anyway.
I don't know. I mean, it's the reason why we actually came to the UK now was that we wanted to see what Download did for us, if it
Yeah,
was like
sure.
if it kind of like made any difference, and
Yeah.
also because the Prog Awards are tomorrow.
The Prog Awards.
Prog Awards.
Oh,
And
wow,
we're nominated
okay.
in 2 categories. So
Oh, yeah?
So they contacted us and asked us to come and play at the awards.
Oh wow.
And then we are going to do that tomorrow, and then we called our agent, say that okay, this is going to happen, so why don't we just try to get few gigs,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
because we're anyway flying over, and so that's why we are playing these few headlining shows.
Yeah,
as
sure.
well. Yeah.
What awards have you been nominated for?
Well, we are nominated for the best band.
Really? Wow.
No, let me
Okay,
finish.
go
Let
on.
me finish.
All
If I
right.
remember right, there are Pink Floyd,
Okay.
Kate Bush, Steven Wilson, Opeth, us, and somebody else. And that's a pretty fucking cool thing to be nominated
That's
for,
a top.
isn't it?
It's a top. But
Yeah,
no,
I
to
mean,
be
it's
in
like-
line with those legends,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah. And then, so that's something that I never thought that would happen.
No, that's.
And then we're also nominated as in the Anthem of the Year.
Anthem of the Year.
Yeah.
What song would that be?
Hold Me Up.
Hold Me Up. But that's
latest single,
Yeah,
yeah.
that kind of kept me sane at work today as I was
Yeah.
immersing into data.
So, I mean, you never know. I'm most probably we're not going to get a prize. We won one 2 years ago, and that's kind of like
Yeah.
enough, but
Just to be nominated
Yeah,
alongside
yeah.
those legends,
Exactly.
I mean, that's an award in itself, really.
I know.
That's
I know.
amazing.
So that's also we felt like okay, let's.
That's
And
a high
thank you. And most of these people are going to be there tomorrow, so it's going to be pretty awesome to play for them. You know.
That's fans. Hopefully,
I'm already
yeah,
scared.
get
I'm
some-
already scared.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Oh, yeah, no, I haven't seen you guys live before, so what can we expect?
What?
No!
You have not?
No!
Fuck.
Sorry, that was a new experience for me tonight.
Shala, I thought you're like okay. Let me think. Our set list is. I think it's half and half. It's half new songs and then
Right.
half like the back. We are not playing the really old ones because we started releasing albums here in 2011,
Right,
which is
gotcha.
like the 3 last albums. So I think
Okay,
most
no.
of it is, if I'm not wrong,
Yeah.
everything is from those 3 albums.
Okay.
And but it'll be a 90-minute show, so you'll get a
Get a good bout, get a
you'll,
good,
you'll know what we're about after that.
Of course, no
I
worries.
mean, if we have a good, you never know. I mean, but let's
I'm
hope
sure
we
it'll
do.
be fine,
Yeah.
and we've got Voodoo 6 supporting you tonight as well.
We do, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they seem like a really cool band.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, I mean, I just had I was just watching a little bit their sound check, and they seem like
Yeah.
a cool band.
I've seen them live before, and I remember them being really good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
They
should
have
be
a new singer now,
Oh,
so
do
that's
they?
that's a change.
Okay.
But apparently everything's cool. So.
Yeah, it'll be a good hard rock show tonight.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else is playing tonight. Actually, is it just you two?
Just us. Yeah.
Just us.
Yeah.
So this might be a nice.
Friday, there's an addition to the lineup at London
Okay.
show. There's
About
a
to
band
say.
called Massive Wagons.
Massive Wagons. That
Yeah.
name rings a bell.
Well, they are going to open, and then
right.
Six and us.
They're probably
Yeah.
from London. They encourage
I
local
think
acts
so.
to,
I think so,
which
yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
Get local acts in
Yeah.
on the.
Yeah.
you
And it's
know.
always nice to have like get somebody supporting you, or the same thing happens when Anathema came to Finland.
All
and
right.
they sent me a message that guys, we're coming. You want to come and play with us? And then we just did it.
Brilliant.
Just because we wanted,
Yeah.
to bring some more people there and just like
Awesome. Yeah, it's quite nice to have that connection.
Yeah.
You can just call up
Yeah.
and go, hey, we're playing tonight, do you want to support us? Well,
Yeah.
not tonight, but that's last minute, but yeah.
Yeah. So
No.
that's cool.
So, yeah, I was wondering how your show at Download went.
It was a. I don't know really. I mean, I felt like it was such a short time on stage.
Yeah.
It was like 25 minutes.
Oh,
and I
that's
started
not-
feeling like, I think during the 3rd song that now
Yeah.
it kind of like sits. Now we are somewhere. Now
Yeah.
it kind of like, and we had like 10 minutes left. So it was kind of like, from my perspective, I've never done a show like that, 25 minutes stage time.
You know, okay.
So that's really, really short for me.
yeah.
I felt it went down okay, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that we were at our best, honestly.
Okay.
Because it was, there's a 15-minute changeover, you have to rush your stuff on stage, and then you're like,
Yeah.
and boom, you're gone.
yeah.
So it was a challenge, but I felt like the 3rd song onwards, it was pretty cool. That was
Okay.
like, more like we were, the first 2, it was like trying to figure out, what's happening.
Yeah, of course. And like, how do you think the crowd's like?
Yeah.
The crowd.
And maybe the British bands are used to that, but we usually have like an hour
Yeah.
of stage time, minimum
Yeah.
on the big festivals, and then we have at least like 30 minutes to set it up.
It was a little bit, as I went to a festival in Sweden last month, and even the bands that were like lower down on the bill, say, they had at least 45 minutes on the stage.
Yeah.
So,
no, I'm not complaining. It was cool to play download. I mean, really,
of course, yeah.
It was like a dream come true. But you know, looking back at it, you know, if we were like, you know, killing it, I don't know if we did that well that we should have, you know, and what the standard is
there's more,
of the band.
I wonder, I guess, because this festival I went to Sweden's a little bit smaller than Download, maybe. I don't know.
What was the name of the festival?
Vasby Rock Festival.
Oh, right, yeah.
It was great. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah,
See
they
if
have
you
good
guys
festivals in Sweden.
Yeah, they do. I love Sweden.
You do?
Yeah.
Have you been to Finland?
I've never been to Finland.
Well, it's very similar.
That's on my bucket list, though.
We are maybe a little bit more like rednecky.
Redneck.
Yeah, like you know,
really?
like you know, like wood, like you know, the woodsmen, you know.
Oh, the lumberjacks.
Yeah, lumberjacks a little bit, you know, a little bit kind of withdrawn, you know, compared to the Swedes. But our father is Swedish speaking, so we have that trait of being
quite
more
open and
But most
liberal.
of the Finns, we tend to have that kind of like.
Yeah.
You know, this is my space. Get the fuck out of here.
I can't remember which Finnish musician I was interviewing. I think before I met you. I think he seemed a bit like reserved.
I mean, if you just look at the, you know, the athletes that do well, Finnish, they when they talk they have like every answer is like 3 words. Like, it was okay. You know, if you ask me how was the tour been, I just say that it's all right.
That'd be like the world's shortest interview.
No, I'm telling you, you know, the Finns are good in anything. You know, in sports, that anything you have to wear a helmet with.
Anything
you know.
as well.
It's like ice hockey. You know, ski jumping.
American football.
No, not
no.
But then
something they could try. You should wear helmets and
they could. Rally, you know, driving fast cars. Yeah, they're really good at those.
The adrenaline junkies, basically.
It's always like we're always laughing, you know, whatever it is that you have to wear a helmet. Usually the Finns excel. You know, so it's not fun.
You wearing helmets on stage tonight, then maybe?
No. We should maybe.
You could, you actually maybe.
Kind of like accident prone in a way.
Perhaps you should at your your performance tomorrow night at the Golden at the awards show.
Yeah.
Just sort of round up. Well, hopefully, do you think the UK are ready for Von Hertzen brothers?
Well, you know, UK has been ready for years, but we are kind of like still. I mean, every time we come here, it seems that like it's gone a little bit. You know, like there's some progression in it. There's more people coming to the shows. There's always like, and just now we were walking, you know, to grab a bite, and you know, people are rolling down their windows and shouting from the cars, you know, Von Hertzen brothers,
really,
you fucking rule, and stuff like that. So you know, the name is getting known. You know, it's kind of like slowly
really
people are getting it, and so I mean, basically, I think that it comes down to just one song getting more airplay on the more mainstream radios. I mean, now the rock radios are really supporting us and stuff, but you know, to get on BBC 6 or 2, you know, that would make a huge difference.
Yes.
But everybody wants that, you know.
Absolutely.
And how many rock bands are actually being played on the radio these days?
At the moment, not many.
Not many.
I'm gonna be honest, not many.
Yeah. So you know, it's like we're doing well, and I'm quite happy how it's going. So.
Well, thanks again, Mikko. It's been awesome.